What's going on, everybody? Spunky 1991 coming you guys with another video. So last night in my community post, I posted about reports going on that the Cleveland Browns are looking to trade wide receiver Odell Beckham. And according to some reports, Eagles general manager Howie Roseman reportedly reached out to the Cleveland Browns to discuss about possibly trading for Odell Beckham. For what I'm hearing about these reports, the 49ers and Patriots are also teams that are reportedly interested in Odell Beckham, and the Browns are looking at these teams as possible trade partners if they do decide to trade Odell Beckham. The Cleveland Browns, as we all know, were a team that was very, very hyped this offseason. A lot of people saying that they could be a Super Bowl contender, and I was one of those people. I'm like, pump your brakes, man. The Cleveland Browns, it's way too early to say exactly if they're going to be if they're Super Bowl contenders, because we don't know how that situation was going to unfold. And right now in Cleveland, it's not unfolding very well. They're looking like just another Cleveland Browns season, a usual Cleveland Browns season. So maybe they could be considering moving on for some players, and trying to get some draft capital. Now, for a wide receiver like Odell Beckham, you would expect the Browns to want a first round pick, first round, second round pick, whatever. If it's a second round pick, you expect a player with that as well. I'm not quite sure if the Eagles are truly interested in Odell Beckham. My eyes almost popped down my head when I saw this, because I'm like, really? Why are we looking at a wide receiver right now? I think we should be looking at a defensive back. But you know how it goes in the NFL, man. Rumors just swirl around. They just swirl around. And there's also rumors linking the Eagles to wide receiver AJ Green from the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I think that could be a more realistic trade right there, because the Bengals they're in worse shape right now than the Browns are. They are going into full reboot, retool mode. So I think the AJ Green trade, I think that's more likely than the Eagles trading for Odell Beckham. It would be a little pricey to get AJ Green, but I think a little less pricey than Odell Beckham. So I could see AJ Green trade being more likely for the Eagles if they decide to trade for a wide receiver. But yeah, according to the reports that came out yesterday, Howie Roseman picked up the phone and he called the Cleveland Browns to inquire about the trade. But I think that's just usual Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman is always on the phone. He's always, inquiring about things. Doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna pull the plug on it and actually go through with it. There were reports about a month or two ago that he was interested in Melvin Gordon. I never understood why, but that was him acquiring. Just speaking to the teams and seeing exactly what it would take for them to be willing to trade that player. So I think that's what this is here. But Odell Beckham, great receiver, man. One of the best receivers in the game. He definitely would elevate our passing offense. There's no doubt about that. Imagine him, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, Arcega Whiteside, Matt Collins, man, Nelson Aguilar as well. That definitely would really elevate our passing game. It would give our offense a spark. But the same thing could be said with AJ Green if the Eagles were to trade for AJ Green. Like I said, the Browns, for reports are saying the Browns are, they are considering moving on from Odell Beckham. The 49ers and New England Patriots are two other teams that I've heard are possibilities that they could trade Odell Beckham to. Like I said, they'll probably take a first round pick. If they are willing to take a second round pick, they'll probably want a player with that as well. But, realistically, I don't see this happening. I don't see the Eagles trading for Odell Beckham. Although that would be crazy for him to come into the NFC East and face his former team, the New York Giants, twice a year. That would be crazy. You can't help but chuckle a little bit about that. But yeah, if anything new comes out about this, then I'll definitely be on here to tell you about it. If a trade for Odell Beckham does happen, I don't expect it to happen this soon. I expect them to trade him before right around the trade deadline, if they do in fact trade him, because like I said, the Cleveland Browns have been a big disappointment so far this year. A lot of people thought that they were a playoff contender at least, but right now they're not looking that good, especially Baker Mayfield over there. So the Browns could be like, let's try to get some some draft pick, capital, whatever, for Odell Beckham right now. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything big to come out of this. I just think it's just Howie Roseman calling up another team, and just seeing what it would take to get them to trade Odell Beckham, what they will want for Odell Beckham. But just because he does that does not mean that he's going to actually go through with a trade. So I just want to come on here and talk to you guys about that. I think the AJ Green is a more likely trade possibility for the Eagles. If the Eagles actually are gonna trade for a wide receiver, I think AJ Green for the Cincinnati Bengals will be a little bit more realistic. But at the end of the day, I don't expect the Eagles to trade for a wide receiver. I still think that we need to be targeting a cornerback. Wide receiver, it's great to have obviously more weapons for Wentz, but I think right now defensive back corner is a bigger need for the Eagles. That's just my personal opinion. They were interested in Jalen Ramsey, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are being very stubborn, and they made it very clear that they wouldn't trade him for, even if they were offered 5 first-round picks, which I call a little bit of bullshit on that, because if somebody offered you 5 first-round picks, you would have to really seriously consider that, or you're crazy. But right now, I'm not expecting much from the Jalen Ramsey trade either. There's a couple other guys the Eagles could trade for at defensive back, but we'll see. I do expect the move to come before the trade deadline, because that's what Howie Roseman does. He loves to trade for somebody that we were not talking about. Just like Golden Tate last year, so who knows. But anyway, man, like I said, I'm not expecting anything for this Odell Beckham rumors to come through. It's just rumors right now, and it's not even confirmed that he even called the Browns. So we'll see what happens, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nice 91 is out of here. Fly Eagle Fly. Peace.